Fornicate. Ready to go. Hook 'em. Ow, my fucking eye. Ah. Ah, there we go. Thick. Go, and then we'll just save it. Okay, there we go. Where's Super? Okay. We'll throw this right there. Grab my controller. Hey, Chloe. Hey, Chloe. How are you doing? It's been a long time. Hope you've been doing well. I'm doing pretty good. I want to project onto my other monitor. There we go. I'm glad you're doing well. Yeah, the last time I talked to you was like a couple of years back. I think it was like 3. I didn't call my coworker. We'll answer her, then turn my phone on. Sorry. I'm scared. Why are you scared? Oh, hello, Super. How you doing, buddy? We'll get a water in a second. Okay. Scary game. This game's scary. I'm doing pretty good. I'm gonna swap screens for my stuff because I want the game in front of me, not to my where I have to look like that the whole time. Transform. Open source project. Second one. There we go. Ready to go. Okay. My voice split thing isn't working at this exact moment. It's still downloading, so it's gonna be like halfway through stream until like it's all set the fuck up. So Chloe, I'm doing a Hollow Knight challenge where every time I die I do a quarter mile, and then every day I don't stream I walk another quarter mile. So I have to walk 2.5 miles. So we're trying today for me to walk while doing the treadmill, just because I need to de-rust this as I got into a marathon. It's the Breaking the Habit speedrun marathon for suicide prevention. So sorry, I was fixing this stuff. So yeah, that's the plan for this afternoon. I will be walking, you guys will be watching me. Hey, super, look. This is water. There you go. I don't know if the camera's focused. Zoom camera in, fuck you. Damn it, hang on. Bro.
No! Ah!
Fuck. There we go. Good enough, right? Good enough. Is that good, Super? Is that good for you? Because I can't tell. I can't focus it while I'm over there. Oh, that's better. Good enough. Okay. Okay. We're gonna go off of in-game time to make it easier for us. Right? And then when I get the voice thing to work, because it's still downloading the voice model, I'll run it then. Oh, wrong thing. So I think that will be the plan. Is the game volume too loud, Super? Because I see it spiking. Hey, wrong. My Elgato had hit the floor. We need that one. We need the alcove one. Yeah. Okay. So time would start when we hit new game. I can't hit it obviously, so start. I forget some of the controls. This is going to be one of those runs where we're just gonna de-rust and go all the way through it without an issue. So hopefully it's not too terrible. It is a challenge to do 3 things at once. Because I have to keep my legs a-moving. I have to keep her legs a-moving. You got this, thank you, Flo. Yeah, I'll do this on the marathon. Hey guys, we're gonna treadmill while I... $18, hey, that's pretty good. And beat a game while walking. Ooh, okay. I'm using in my bedroom. Aren't you like super into audio being good? And then you're gonna use a shower speaker for audio in your room? Fuck. Okay, well, we ran out of energy, but that's fine. Open the door, Fiona. Okay. I remembered those without playing the game for 3 months again. That's pretty good. Fuck. So we're gonna have a decent stream length, but the moment we hit 2.5 miles, I gotta go. If that's, I'll probably stream tomorrow, Saturday evening, and Sunday morning to Sunday evening. And then Monday we should be back to normal. The shit out speed is just make me scream like a hemorrhoid in my heart. Fucking dumb song. You don't realize how long 30 minutes is until you're like exercising and trying not to like fall off a fucking treadmill. Bruh. Fall off a treadmill while playing something. Like, this shit is actually hard. I looked down and I was like, oh, it has to be like 10 minutes already. And it's been 6. And then I don't really get arm support for balancing because my arms are at my waist. And like holding the controller. Oh man. So what hyperfixation have you been doing, Super? Get early access with the Neuralink to play with that forehead. Do you think I could hook the Neuralink to a PS2? That's cool, buddy.
Huey.
Oh, responsive Huey.
Huey.
Unheard of.
Huey. Huey. Go, Huey.
Gotcha.
Huey.
I don't know what that means.
Huey. Huey. Huey.
Come on, girly pop, we're not gonna get killed in a back alley.
Huey. Go, Huey.
The shit, dude, I can't wait in the next 10 years for all of the retro consoles have been like trivialized, where we can just port the games on them to PC without an issue.
Huey. Sit.
Huey. No, I definitely see in the next 10 years. Huey, you fucking dog.
Huey.
Yes, I understand the gate go up.
Stop.
This fucking dog.
Come on.
I'm thinking that because it's the truth. It wasn't just Sonic. Like, there's a lot of games being emulated right now, like to PC ports.
Sit.
Well, Ocarina of Time, people have been working on different Bloodborne ones for a while. I can't hear the audio. Okay, I think he's off of us. Bro. Yeah?
Stay.
Yeah? That's pretty good. Oh, you know what I'm doing wrong? I'm running out of the room. I need to walk out. I don't really count the N64.
Stay.
Well, I mean, like... Okay. Think about it like this. People in 2015 said in 10 years, they didn't think a decompilation or a recomp would be feasible. And it was done. No, sure, it was done on the Sonic engine, but it was Done. People said they didn't think the Switch 1 was going to get a cracked version, and it did. So I think in 10 years, we're easily going to have, some tool. May not work for a lot of games, but some tool to statically recomp games.
Sit.
Because even Microsoft is like, yeah, but I mean, I think that you're thinking like, oh, you have to do it for, there's a lot of games that are on the same engine. Right? Because I think the moment you figure out how to do something baseline for UE4, that's going to be like a huge portion of the games. Right? Yeah, I don't see the PS3 being the route that people use. I think the Xbox is. The shit that I spit is
Come on.
fine. Which also, I genuinely think PSP, like handheld games, I think we're gonna easily get those down at some point because of how, like, those are based on, like such trivialized hardware, which you don't really need. But I feel like the PSP games, if you had mouse support, they'd be pretty decent PC games. Yeah. But, like, recomposition allows the ability to mod them. Because emulation is cool and all, but I think, like... Yeah. Like, I would even say, like, PS1 and Dreamcast, because of how simple the hardware is, you'd probably be able to do it for those as well. I mean, for modern day, the hardware is really fucking simple, super.
Huey! 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 Huey!
I mean, in reality, all we have to do is get the Xbox compiler And you can damn near decompile the games.
Come on. Come on. Huey. Come
Where's
on.
the fucking dog?
Come on. Go, Huey. Come on. Come on. Go, Huey. Go, Huey. Go, Huey. Go, Huey. Come on.
Dude, like, the
Go,
developer kits, inevitably someone will have one with
Go,
it in
Huey. Go, Huey. Go, Huey. Go, Huey.
I'm talking about the developer PCs for certain games. Like, those have been recently being found. For some developers for the original Xbox.
Come on.
I'm talking about, like, the PCs that they were using it on. Because there was one I found a while back where the dude died and his daughter put it up on auction. And it had, like, the dev kit of, like, one of the games. It just didn't have the decomposition. So I definitely see in the future some tool like that would be legal.
Come on.
No?
Come on. Go.
That is not how publishing works. Wasn't there someone who got like a developer kit of a game from like Nintendo or something? Like Konami? And instead of leaking it online, he sent it back to them? Like, what kind of cup do you have to be to do something like that? This fucking dog. Thanks, Huey.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Go.
Dude, I downloaded the Xbox toolkit from the Saw 1 dev kit I was given. It just didn't have the decomp tool. So if they're getting the dev kit, at least someone there. Because how are they supposed to test if the game works on the fucking console, Super? Like, yes, you can hook up a dev kit to a PC. That doesn't mean, like, natively... Because developer kits... I think there's, like, a thing about the Xbox ones, where the dev kits were actually slightly stronger Like, they're going to test it on normal hardware. But super fucking Mark Long had developer kits, like recomp versions of the PS3 game. Like, it's not feasible. He sent those off, like the game off. The publisher tested them on the hardware and then gave them back to him. Like, that's infeasible for him to have it. I'm talking about, like, the original Xbox and the 360. Not modern Xbox. Yeah, for PS3. So he had to at least have the PS3 one. Because the Saw 1 dev kit has the PS3, like, compilation tool. But it errors out because we don't have the source code, I'm pretty sure. Because we had the option to do it for the Xbox version and the PC version. So it has some, like, compilating, like, some way of compiling on it. I just don't think we have the file for it. Not for modern Xbox, but for 360, I totally am in the belief at least one of the developers, his computers, had recompiling tools. Yeah, but cooking is still close enough. Like, it has some way of turning the raw file into the PS3 file. The tool that we were using wasn't for UE3. The tool we were using was specifically super. It makes no fucking sense what you're talking about. How are developers going to test the game if it works on the hardware if they don't have decomping tools and recomping tool? Like, what you're talking about makes no sense. Bro, they don't have tools to compile for the game. They can't test the fucking game on it. Then. That's what I'm saying. I corrected myself and you didn't listen. There's no way for the developers not to be able to test the games if they don't have a compilation tool. If you have the compilation tool, there are people who easily could probably reverse engineer it. Well, that's not what I'm saying. Oh, I fucked this up. Okay, secret. They need some way to make it playable on the console. You have to be able to compile it some way. There is no way to compile a game I gotta stop walking real quick. We're at 1.5 miles, a mile and a quarter. Oh. Okay. Yeah, but you can learn from them, Super. Is what I'm saying. I'm not saying we're going to get the tool and then instantly back-end it. But if you figure out how it compiles, people can figure out how to decompile the compiler. It's not going to be static, like giving you the source code and shit, but it's going to be a hell of a lot better than hand doing it. What was I going to do? Oh. I wanted to come sit for a second, then we can go back. I think I'm gonna do... We're just gonna finish this run. And then... I'm gonna go back on the... I'm gonna go on the treadmill. And then we're gonna do like a half run. Yeah, but to sit there and say, oh, it has to be from Microsoft. Dude, wasn't there like a tool from Microsoft that accidentally leaked from... What developer was it? Like Call of Duty? A while back. And like half the shit, like I think like the developers have tools to make it where they're able to test the console on actual hardware. There's no feasible way for them not to. Because how are they going to put it on the dev kit? Like, I know you could plug and play it, but you have to, like, to have it on the console, you have to have some way, shape, or form of making it playable. So there at least is a tool out there that makes the game playable on the console, even if it's not like a compilation tool. But like, back when UE3 was like a big thing for Saw 1 and Saw 2, you were in the fucking call that I had with Mark Long, and he said, yeah, we have a bunch of discs of the game on PC and on PS3, but he's like, those were burned discs and they may be dead. Yeah, but that's for emulators. Like, I know there's a huge difference between a compiler compiling just to run on the hardware, not like being read by a disk, but tools like that are going to be like... Yeah, but you can still learn from it. I think it's very feasible to say that it's better to like use the tool and learn from the tool and being able to like further the decomp scene. Because the PS3 one, the thing that it's bitching about isn't even that we don't have the compilation files, it's that we don't have the source code for Saw 3. It's Saw 1. That's what it's bitching about. Is that the dude didn't have it. Because even dev kits aren't that far removed from the basic thing. It's just like an early prototype that's not like the actual console. So at its core, dev kits are pretty close to being Like if it compiles for it and they can load a disk into it or like some way make it work on it, because especially the way that Mark Long was talking about it, it seemed like he had to do it that way because they weren't given a dev kit. Because if he had a dev kit, he would have said, we have a dev kit, right? Yeah, okay, but still, like, for example, for UE4, right? The EXC for Xbox 360, right, is just solely... It's an XEX. I don't think they burned it. Well, I'm pretty sure... I don't know. You gotta ask him. And Mark Long hasn't responded to me in well over 3 years, so... If you get in touch with him, you know, that's on you. Well, the way he was talking seemed like he had something. I don't think it's that huge of like a issue. I don't know. I just don't think that when Mark logs well, like, you know how people will get like the developer like versions of games, right? You can even take those and backwards decomp it with those compilations. Even if it's not for the base version, you can still use the dev kit ones, right? Because if it's compiled by it to make the developer one, then there's no way you can't take the developer one and recompile it into something, right? Well, like, look at those, like, the NDS stuff, right? Like, whenever an NDS game gets leaked, and it's like, oh, this game wasn't made, you can still run it on the natural hardware. So there's no way if a developer tool like that, like a finished developer product was made by a developer that plays on actual hardware, right? There's no way you can't take a developer version of the game that was just a burn disk and not decompile it back somehow. Now, it's not going to give you like spit out source code and everything else, but it's going to give you a hell of a lot more than like half the tools that people have. I went the wrong way. I think they're way more useful than you're giving them credit to. Because for, like, even if it's... Yeah, but, like, even, like, let's say for the Mark Long thing, the Saw 1 came out in, like, what, 2008, 2009? Right? And the PS3 came out in 2006? That's only 2 or 3 years after the console came out. And they worked on it for like 2 years beforehand. So the stuff that he has, I don't think Mark Long could get away with that, especially with them working for Konami. I didn't go talk to Dibatilis. Dude, what the fuck's wrong with my head right now? No, he definitely didn't talk to me about how they did it, but he definitely did say in that meeting he had burned discs for the PS3 version during development and the PC version during development. Because even the dude who sent me the Saw developer like kit version of it or whatever was like, yeah, I have some of the discs laying around, but they're broken. Because like they started bleeding or whatever they do. Like when they get the holes in them. And he said that like he would sit there and try to scan it, but yeah, but if he's able to burn the disc and then some way, shape, or form plug them into a console and it works, even if it's through homebrew, then it at least has some form of you taking the compiler and decompiling it back. Which I know, like, we're switching consoles, but like even for something like, I went the wrong way. Even for something like in the NDS, people have those, like, look up an NDS developer version of it. There's no way that leaked from a publisher. That had to leak from somebody. Super. I'm saying taking... Well, you like half listen. I'm so sick of you half listening. I don't get why you do that. I'll fully explain something and then you half listen. Like, I'll fully explain out what I'm saying, like trying to say, and then you're like, you say something that is like unrelated. Like, homebrews were doing that back then. I'm not talking about homebrews. I'm talking about taking the compiled version for the developer kit, no matter how they did it, and then decompiling it back to at least like some state to before it was compiled. Where did the fuck does homebrew come in that? Like, I know homebrew dumps the game where you get like all the raw files, but that's not what I'm talking about. Because if you have everything that sits there and makes it work, there has to be some way for it to go backwards. Super. You take the game, right? You take the game that they develop, and then you throw it in to a thing to decompile it, and then you can recompile it to somewhere else. Is what I'm saying. Nowhere in what I said anything about that's not a magic process, but what I'm saying is that's something that we could develop. I don't know why this is like an argument. Duck. Oh, ducks. I suck. Hey, it's working. I walked 1.25 miles, right? I think I did. Not my tax dollars. My tax dollars go to them blowing up kids in the Middle East. That's what my tax dollars is going to. I don't know what the fuck you're sending your money off to. Ducks. Oh, I don't know where the fuck that's running. Is there like a kill key I can press to turn that on? It's like a keyboard interrupt. Fuck, I don't, hang on. Hang on. Keyboard interruption? Escape? No. I don't know how to stop the thing. Fuck. I don't know how to stop it. Okay, it's Control C. Good, 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 good. We have a mile left. I really do gotta run though. So we streamed for an hour. We got one run kind of done, which is 36 minutes. What's my estimate I gave them? I gave them an estimate of 32 minutes. Fuck. Fuck. 30? Okay, to be fair, we had to reset twice. I got lost multiple times and we still were 4 minutes above. I think we got that, bud. It is a compile somewhere. Yeah, but I mean, I'm not saying that it's a magic trick that you like wave your wand. Oh, what the fuck? Tropic comment. What a lose. Hello. Thank you for the follow. I'm gonna close that out. And it would largely be, yeah, I'm not, yeah, super. I think we're talking, like, me and you're having a disagreement of, like, the use of it. But I think at the end of the day, it's still a good, like, it's, no, any progress towards something like that is good progress, right? Like, at the end of the day, any progress is good progress. Super, call it, shave or don't shave, because I'm thinking about shaving. Yeah, but how many games are UE3, right? Like, there's a shit ton of UE3 games. Like, it's not gonna work for, like, Banjo-Kazooie or some bullshit, but it's gonna, like... There's a shit ton of UE3 games. In 10 years? No. I definitely see in 10 years. Like, it's going to be very mainstream. I'll give you a bet. I'll bet you $1,000. I'll bet you $1,000 in 10 years we're going to have a tool that can get damn near close to recompiling most Xbox 360 games, if not made public for people. Flip a coin. I'm gonna flip your fucking mom over in bed. Love you, buddy. But yeah, thank you, Tropic comment, for the follow. I'm going to don't shave. Okay, I got told not to shave, so we're not shaving. Should we go to Jenny? We might go to Jenny. I said hi to Jenny earlier, and I felt bad for not staying in her stream. Okay. Uh, yeah, sorry, Tropic, for us going on a long men argument, well, man and woman argument about consoles, unless Microsoft. But it's very improbable. I don't think so. I don't think it's improbable. Because emulation to some extent is close to recompatible. Like, it's not close to, but it's like being able to emulate something is very close to being able to do it on PC, which, like, at the end of the day, like, it's not, but we got emulation down super fast. Yeah. And so I think that, like, anything that we can give to RCPX 3 or whatever, like, I think that those go a fucking long way. Hey, Tropic, you like my man? You like my man? Right there? He's fucking dead. Super, I'm gonna do a Halloween string. I'm gonna hang him up on a rope. And anytime you see something dumb, I'm gonna punch him. Just fucking sock him. Sock and bop him it. It'd be really fun. Okay, so I have... And yes, my point. No, I think in 10 years, we're going to have a tool for recomping. I guess we're going to go to Jen. I think she's streaming with somebody. So if you guys don't know who Jenny is, she does a lot of Dead by Daylight, like a lot of co-op games with her friends. She has like a shit ton of stuffed animals. Her chair is unreasonably sized compared to her body. She's like 4 foot, like 11, she said. So, we're gonna go over to Jenny. Don't harass her. So we'll do that, and then after like I said, Super, I think tomorrow, if I can go look, tomorrow I'm probably going to be streaming about 7:30 ish, and then Saturday we're going to be streaming about 6:30 ish, and then Sunday it's either going to be between 5 and 6 or earlier in the morning. It really depends on how I'm feeling, to be honest. So yeah, okay.